Good afternoon. It is 4 o'clock on the dot, and welcome to Teach It Tuesday with Tammy and Jenny. My name is Jenny Fetz, and I am a Stampin' Up! Independent demonstrator from East Contra Costa County. Just give me a moment to mute my laptop so I don't get feedback, and to actually see if I can find myself so I can see comments. So I hope everybody's having a great Thursday. Let's see, where am I? There I am. I hope everybody's having a great, oh gosh, did I say Thursday? I said Teach It Tuesday and then I said Thursday. Yeah, it's been a week and it's only Tuesday, but it's because it's the last week that we have our students, and so things are a little bit crazy, and we're just got a lot of things going on the end of the school year. So anyway, welcome. And Tammy and I decided, actually, when we got when we first got to look at the new catalog, we noticed a kit in there, and Tammy and I are both very much love our blues. You know, Patty has Patty colors, if you know who Patty is. Hi, hello, Tammy. Our friend Patty Bennett has Patty colors, and I would say these are like Tammy and Jenny colors, so to speak. Wouldn't you say that, Tammy? These are our colors. We love the blues, all of the blues. So we saw this kit and we knew immediately that we had to add it to our lineup of Teach It Tuesday to show you the fun ways to use kits and how simple it is to create cards with the kits, following instructions just as they have in the kit, or even creating what we call alternates or alternatives, meaning we use items in the kit and we add a couple of small things and then it creates a beautiful new card. So let me show you in the catalog, because I can finally show it to you guys now. We're a couple weeks in. On page 11, we have a couple of kits, and Beautiful Blues kit is this one right here. And Tammy and I just absolutely fell in love with it because of all the blues. So we decided to show this to you. So let's go ahead and get started. This is how the kit comes. It comes in a cool little box that's, here's my ruler, I can tell you real quick. I mean, kits are perfect for traveling. Kits are perfect for gifts. Kits are perfect for just anything because it's very compact. This box is less than 10 inches long and about 7.5 inches wide, and only not even 2 inches deep. I mean, this is compact, and you can, in this kit, make, yeah, it was in the catalog. If you make this kit, or you get this kit, or any kit actually, all the kits come in boxes this size, and they make anywhere from 9 to 12 cards, depending on the style and what they've got in it. Everything you need except for a pair of scissors is in there. If they have embellishments, they include the embellishments. If they have, depending on what kind of adhesives you need, they have adhesives. So if you are traveling, or going, I know people who've taken on their camping trips. I'll probably take this up when I go up and go away this weekend for Memorial Day weekend. You know, I was hoarding them, Patty, but I don't hoard them anymore just because I ran out of room. But as a teacher, I naturally hoard. So, but anyway, so let me show you what this included. I have already dug into it, but it comes, and you get your instructions, and these instructions have a couple of layouts. You have a real quick view that shows you 1, 2, and all 3 cards and what you're going to need for each card. And then you open it up, and it's actually got a layout for each card, and it shows you the steps and where to stamp. And the bonus, you don't even need to have a ruler if your kit comes with twine or ribbon of any kind. They actually have rulers in inches and centimeters, I think that is, on the side, so you don't even have to have a ruler. So they've thought of everything, and this is great. And it actually on the back has coordinating colors, so if you would like to create an alternative, they tell you what colors are actually in this one. In this one, it has Basic White, Blueberry Bushel, and Night of Navy. So beautiful colors. I can't wait to show you. So this is the first kit, or the card I made. This is the one I followed the instructions, and I'm actually going to do another one where I follow the instructions exactly. But this is the card I made, and let me show you. It comes with all the die punch outs. I just love them. I use this one on this card here. let me turn this over to the side. And I'm going to use this one with one of my cards. I just love this one. I've seen some alternatives with this card that are just amazing, where they've actually colored with our Stampin' blends these flowers and the petals, and they're absolutely stunning. And if, just an if, you want to expand or stretch your stuff and you are comfortable going outside of the instructions, you could almost cut this in half and you'd have 2 card fronts to layer onto a white card base. So we have that, and then this is this card, but I'm going to do an alternate with this one. It comes with the embellishments, these blueberry bushel embellishments. It comes with the Stampin' Dimensionals. It comes with an ink spot in the color that you need, Night of Navy. It comes with a stamp. Now, mind you, some of our stamp kits do not come with stamps. They are strictly, all the sentiments have been printed and everything else, and you just punch everything out, which is great if you are not really a stamper and you're just dipping your toe into the whole stamping card making scene. Perfect way to start off. As you can see, I've cut actually one of the envelopes. Oh, this is for my alternate, so let's set that aside. They come with beautiful envelopes, and it comes with everything. So anyway, let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to set this off to the side, and let's make our card so we can follow the instructions, and I'll show you how to do this. I'm going to make this card, and as you can see, I've also made this one. So we'll go ahead and set that aside. And instructions for this card here. What we need, let me fold this here, is we need our block. And it comes with a block. Where did mine go? It came with this block. So if you don't have a block, if you don't have blocks and you need a block, this is perfect. So it came with that block, but I like using my thicker blocks with this. You keep them on hand for the holidays. Yes, their boxes are great. I think I've used them for gifts as well, the boxes when we're done. So we're gonna use, we need this white piece here. So we're gonna sort of punch this out. It's a little bit, it's delicate, so you wanna be really careful. You don't wanna just rip it out, but there's that. And we're going to, I'm not going to use, you know what? I'm going to open that up and I'll show you how I use my Stampin' spots. So I'm going to go ahead and open this up, and it's easy. I just draw my scissors right around the edge, and it unseals. It cuts usually it cuts it. Those scissors are probably getting dull. So let's see, I have these ones. Those are some really, really old scissors from the times when I used to do Creative Memories. So we're talking, gosh, 25 years ago. All right, I think that will do it. So we'll open up, there's our Stampin' spot. And I usually just undo one so that it has a hinge, and that way you don't lose the lid with it. All right, we need one of these fun pieces for the sentiment, and I think that's it, plus some of our things, our embellishments. So let's go ahead and stamp our sentiment, and the sentiment for this one is wishing you comfort, which is this larger one here. And I don't think I've stamped with this one yet, so let me go ahead and show you how I prime the photopolymer sets, because you need to prime them. I use Versamark. Other people have used erasers. Other people have just rubbed them on their jeans. I find I get the best result by using Versamark on my ink first. Now, if you've got just this, the Stampin' spot, you can just take it and push down to cover your ink or cover your stamp. There we go. And we're going to settle, or we're going to center this right there. And there we go. Wishing you comfort. And sorry for the sniffles. Allergies are in full swing right now. And let's go ahead and use our bone folder to burnish this so it lays a little bit flatter. So we got that there. And we are going to put a little bit of the tear and tape that comes with this. If you could see my desk, you would be surprised that I can find anything on it. There's the skinny tear and tape. I love this skinny tear and tape. And I was watching your video earlier, Tammy, a little bit just to get an idea of which cards you did. And I like this skinny. I almost wish they did 2 sizes of tear and tape. This skinny one and the regular size. All right, so we're going to put that on there. And we're going to attach our sentiment to it. So we'll lift this up, pull the tape cover off, and oops, so you can see it. We'll put that right there in the center. We're going to turn it over, and we're going to put 4 Stampin' dimensionals on here. Excuse me, these allergies. I finally got over my cold, and now the allergies are just giving me terrible problems. So do that there. And I have found that kits are a great way to, if you are just starting, and we'll put it right here in the center, just starting stamping, you want to dip your toes, these are a great way to start. If you want to give them a gift, they're great for gifts. I have found also that there are times when I just, for whatever reason, I don't have the mojo. You would love to see both sizes. Yeah, I would too. I just don't have the mojo to create. I've lost it or whatever. Maybe I'm too tired. Pulling a kit out is a great way to get that creativity back. This will even tell you how many of the embellishments. It'll show you the number. So I need 3 embellishments. So we're going to grab 3 embellishments. Oops. It came off. And I believe they have 2 up here. Let's put another one on here. And then another one is over here. And if you notice, a lot of times with your embellishments, you want to create a triangle. And this gives us our triangle right here to here to here. 1, 2, 3. So there is kit. Isn't that simple? Card number 1. And isn't that beautiful? Who wouldn't love to receive that one? And it's a beautiful sympathy card. It's wishing you comfort, or even for somebody who's not feeling well. It's a beautiful card. So that's card number 1. Now, I'm going to do my alternate card, and we're going to see how it goes because I have it in my mind, but I didn't want to use up all of my pieces and parts. So we're going to see how it turns out. But what I want to do is I want to use this one, and I have a piece of 11 by 4 1/4 thick white, scored at 5 1/2, folded in half and burnished. I have a piece of 4 1/4 by 5 1/4, no, 4 by 5 1/4 Night of Navy, and I'm going to attach those to that real quick. But what we're going to do is we're going to get our paper trimmer out, and I need to see if I did 5, it's 4 1/4, and then I did 4, so I want this one to be approximately, oh, you know what? No, I want it to be, we're going to make this 4 1/4 by 5, no, we're going to make it by 4 by 5 1/4. I can't math right now, folks, but first, before we do that, we're going to cut the image off. So I'm going to line the score mark up with the track. And so now we have that. And what I want to do is I want to make this, I want it to cover the Night of Navy. So I'm going to make it exactly 4 by 5 1/4. We're going to cut it off from this side. And go. And then we're gonna go, I think I'm gonna cut, let's see, do I want to cut from the top or the bottom? You know what, we're gonna cut from the top because I'm gonna be doing some fussy cutting. So 5 1/4. All right, so that's 4 by 5 1/4. And now we're going to fussy cut, ladies and gentlemen. Now, if you know me, you know I'm not big on fussy cutting, but I'm gonna try it out. And I need to find, there they are, they fell. Like I said, if you saw my, excuse the reach, if you saw my, my desk right now, you wouldn't, it really isn't as clear as all this. It's more like clear like mud. But let's go ahead and fussy cut out. I'm gonna start down here. And I'm just gonna cut in, and I'm gonna fussy cut around, leave a little bit of an edge. And when you fussy cut, you don't turn the paper, or you turn the paper, you don't turn the scissors. So I'm gonna turn the paper, and turn the paper again. All right. Go around. If I don't talk much, it's because I'm focusing. And here's the thing. If you could look at me, you'd probably see, if you could see my face, you'd probably see me sticking my tongue out right now because I'm concentrating so hard. I don't know about you guys, but when I concentrate hard, sometimes my tongue comes out. All right, and let's go here. We're gonna fussy cut some more. All right, there's that. All right. All right. So talk among yourselves while I'm doing this. I hope everybody's having a good week. Like I said, Tuesday, but I accidentally said welcome on Thursday or something. I don't know. The school year is winding down, and so there's a lot going on right now. So my week's a little crazy. All right, we're gonna do that. Turn. I'm gonna go a little bit and turn. And if I don't see comments, oh, still no comments. Okay. All right. All right. I don't know. Call me crazy. I don't know why I decided to fussy cut, but I just had this vision, and I couldn't get it out of my head. So hopefully this turns out okay. All right. All right. Almost there. Problem with fussy cutting, when you got big pieces, sometimes the other pieces get in the way as you're turning. All right. All right. We may have to do a little trimming to clean it up a little bit because some of my edges are a little bit wider than others, but that's okay. It's easier to cut a little more off than it is to have to try and add more on. Well, actually, you can't add more back on, so I'd rather have to try and trim a little bit more off. All right, almost done. All right, we're gonna turn. We're coming around the corner. There's that. And I think I'm gonna trim down here. So, all right, there's that. Let's see, I want to trim up here a little bit. I've got a couple of rough edges, a little bit thicker than I want it to be. So I'm gonna just come around here and trim. There's that. And, oh, you guys can't see, I'm so sorry. I was holding it so close to me to make sure I could see what I was doing. You probably couldn't see it, I apologize. So we're gonna come around here, cut this a little bit more. There we go. So this is looking like I'm hoping it would. And now what we're gonna do is we're going to attach this. right to the corner here as such. So let's go ahead and put a little, oops, a little glue. This is, I'm not going to use any of the adhesives right now. You're slowly accepting fussy cutting. You know, I don't usually do it, but this one, like I said, I had this image in my mind of what I wanted it to look like, and the only way I could get it was to fussy cut it. So hopefully you can see. I'm sorry, folks, you couldn't see me put the glue on it. All right, we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna put it on my Night of Navy layer. Make sure it sticks down. There we go. And we're going to make sure. All right, there's that. Oh, excuse me. And then I'm going to add some, and I'll use Stampin' Dimensionals for this. I'm going to add some Stampin' Dimensionals to the back. Oh, thank you, Tammy. Thank you, Patty. I'm going to do a few. More. I guess I could have done one foam adhesive sheet, but oh well. We went with the Stampin' Dimensionals because they came with the kit. I'm going to take a vacuum cleaner to my desk. So, all right. So let's go ahead and I'm going to stand up so I can center this. There we go. So we have that. And then we're going to stamp, I think we're going to stamp Wishing You Comfort again because that's the perfect one. Although, let's see, what are the other sentiments on? There's the other sentiments. You're in My Thoughts. That's a little too big. And this one says, Sending Love. You know what? I think I'm going to do the Sending Love. So let's do that. We're going to do Sending Love. We're going to have to prime that one too. And so where's my Versamark? Sending Love. Prime, prime. Dab, dab. Ooh, yes. It would be a perfect pocket card. I may have to do that. I think I'm going to be ordering another packet of this because I love this card kit. So we're going to do Sending Love here, and then we're going to add some of our embellishments. You know what, but before we do that, we're going to add some Stampin' Dimensionals, and we're going to put it right there. So where's our Stampin' Dimensionals? Oop, I got two with one. There, there, there. All right. We're going to add this right here. And we're going to add some of our embellishments. There's that one. Oh. Come on. Come on. You know what? I'm gonna add two right there, like that one, and then add a third one maybe down there. And then just to add a little zhuzh to it, where is my, we're gonna add a little Winka Stella, because I think Winka Stella is gonna be beautiful on this with the blues. So we're gonna add a little Winka Stella. Hold on, it's been a while. Stella's a little angry with me. It's been a while since I've used her. All right, I'm gonna just add it on some of these of the, what to me is, it looks like boho blue, but I know it's not because boho blue isn't a color anymore. It could be like Misty Moonlight. I'm gonna just add some on these blue gray, on the leaves and the flowers. We'll just add a little touch, a little wink. I might add in some a little bit on the darker end too. just here and there. But here we go. All right, there is our, oh, I forgot, alternate card. I also was thinking taking the envelope top, and I'm gonna slice a little bit off the edge here. We're gonna embellish the inside of our card. Now we can embellish it with a stamp, like we did on this one. We embellished it with the leaf on the inside. But I took the envelope and cut the flap off. I'm gonna cut it down a little bit, and then we're going to place it inside. And I think I'm just gonna line it up sort of like there. And then we're gonna just cut it off. So let's go ahead and put a little bit of glue right here, because it's gonna be a good inch wide. And then we're gonna just sort of put it there, and then we're gonna cut all the excess off. So there we go. Let's see. About cut off there. Cut off there. And now we're when I cut along here, what I tend to do is I try and tip my scissors edges, angle them a little bit, so I'm cutting right against the edge. All right, and there is the embellished inside too. We could even add a little wink of Stella to some of our flowers, which I might do, and leaves. So there's a little zhuzh inside. So I might just add a little here. All right. So there are our cards. I did 2 following instructions. One was done ahead of time, and to show you what the card looked like. And then I did another one so you could watch me how simple it is to put a card together according to the instructions. And then I did an alternative card, an alternate card. So here's our first card. That's following the instructions in Stampin' Up. And oh my gosh, Tammy, this pattern in a 12 by 12, you ain't kidding. I mean, oh, I would, oh, now you got me speechless. All right, and here's another one that's following the instructions, and then here is our alternate card. I would love to know which one you think is your favorite. Card 1, card 2, or card 3. Which is your favorite? Go ahead and put it in the comments. If you're watching a replay, that's fine. You can still put it in the comments, or you can leave me a comment on my YouTube channel in the section. Let me know which one is your favorite. But I can't wait to play with this kit a little bit more. And like I said, I think I'm going to order another one because I've got all sorts of ideas going through my head right now. So anyway, thank you so much for joining me. And if you get a chance, check out Tammy's video. It will be on her YouTube channel on her playlist, the Teach It Tuesday playlist. And mine will be on my Teach It Tuesday playlist starting tomorrow, along with my blog. You love them all, but you love my alternate. Thank you. I love my alternate too. I think I like that one, but I love the simplicity of this one, the first one. Patty, you like the alternate as well. Well, thank you so much. I'm going to move these up. I just realized that you can't see them as well. So let's move that up. But anyway, you can join me if you want on my blog and get all the information. I'll have the extra supplies listed, and I will have what I used to create alternate 3 listed on there in the detail section. And it's www.stampin with Jenn, 2 N's, in Stampin', 2 N's with Jenn. And I cannot find my piece of paper. Oh my goodness. I had my name listed, and like I said, I came home from work and it's a little crazy here. Sorry, folks. You know what? Where do I have some paper here. Let's do this. Let me write it for you. All right, here we go. You can find everything at my website, www.stampin with, and it's gonna have to go to the second line because it's all one, but it's all one word, Jenn. 2 N's with Stampin and 2 N's with Jenn.com. So there is my blog. You can go there and find all the information and see a replay of this video. I want to say thank you for joining us. Next week is the last week of May. Oh my goodness, I cannot believe that. And next week is our scrapbooking trio. Tammy, Patty, and I will be showcasing a scrapbooking page with floral designs as a theme. And we're going to be showing how you can use different Stampin' Up! Material. We're not using a kit. Well, I think one of us is using a kit, but the rest of, she's probably going to go very rogue with that kit if I know her. And the other ones, we're going to be using just some of the designer series paper or pattern paper. And we're going to use these scrapbooking layouts found in the catalog. So we look forward to sharing that with you next week here during Teach It Tuesday with Tammy and Jenny. Have a great week. Have a great evening. Have a great Memorial Day weekend. And we will see you next Tuesday. Thanks. Bye-bye.